You guys, today
the Clinton
we're gonna
campaign
see
and Democrats
who
were basically
wins for
saying that
president.
Nevada was really going to be in their column. That Donald Trump couldn't match on election day what they had been able to accumulate in the early vote. Well, that may be another thing that gets undone
And this is
by what we're
live.
seeing tonight.
John Dickerson, thank you very much. We're going to take a brief break here. We are going to come back with all the very latest results from these key battleground states, and we're going to visit with some of our correspondents who are in those states for us. Election night continues here on CBS.
Priority one, what do the aliens want?
We need to talk to them.
Critics everywhere are praising Arrival. It's a masterpiece you won't stop talking about.
You want to stop them? Find out what this means.
And now it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I know what it is.
Arrival, rated PG-13.
Your insurance company won't replace the full value of your total new car. The guy says, you picked the wrong insurance plan. No, I picked the wrong insurance company.
With new car replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car, plus depreciation. Liberty
Sorry,
Mutual
these are
Insurance.
just stupid commercials.
One of many pieces in my life. So when my asthma symptoms kept coming back on my long-term control medicine, I talked to my doctor and found a missing piece in my asthma treatment with Brio.
It's back on.
Election night on CBS, we have an important update for you on Ohio. We have now moved Ohio into the likely Republican category. Anthony Salvanto, our Director of Elections, tell me about Ohio.
Well, Scott, it's not a projection yet, but let me show you why this is trending toward Donald Trump. We always talk about Cleveland and how Hillary Clinton had to get big turnout there. She's doing okay, but I would point you to these counties.
Trump is winning.
Places like Lake County.
He's 53 and she's 42.
Clinton is not. Donald Trump is outperforming. Again, I use that word 100
I know.
but he's outperforming what Republicans typically do in these counties here along the way.
That's in Ohio.
Then he could very well take Ohio.
Tell us about the
Lake County, is that Salt Lake?
Scott, we talked coming into
Oh.
this night that if this would be what they called the blue wall, Hillary Clinton's base where these states reliably vote Democratic, but they're full of the kind of blue-collar workers and voters that usually go Democratic, but Donald Trump has been targeting them. And we haven't made projections yet in Pennsylvania, in Michigan, in Wisconsin. All those are still in play, and as long as that holds, it tells you the story that Hillary Clinton is underperforming what she needs to do.
Anthony Salvanto, our Director of Elections, thank you very much. In the closing days of the election, Donald Trump spent extra time in Wisconsin and Michigan, and Nora, it looks like tonight that's paying off.
That's right, and as Anthony said it, Hillary is underperforming in a number of these battleground states that she had expected to do well in. We've got reporting from inside these battleground states. James is in North Carolina, Julia Duncan is in
Careful.
Pennsylvania.
2 hands. That drops on your toes, it's gonna hurt.
I thought you were gonna grab it.
Republican presidential races back in 2008, of course, President Obama won this state, but by the narrowest of margins. And then in 2012,
Massachusetts.
points. But still, this was one of those closely fought battleground states that the Clintons
North Carolina.
possibly win. And they made
Trump is winning.
push here. I mean, Hillary Clinton came here for her last stop of her campaign, that midnight rally last night featuring Lady Gaga and John Bon Jovi. Thousands of people. And then, of course, today she continues to do radio interviews here in this state, trying to get her message out. But to win this state, she needed to carry the African-American vote, and there were troubling signs there. Now, early turnout, early voting, that was up across the board. The totals, about 12% since 2012. But the African-American early vote was down 9%. So we actually saw people, we drove around a lot of the precincts today, and we actually saw people standing in line, African-Americans at polling places, and there weren't that many lines, on the phone making calls saying, why aren't you voting? Come out and vote. People saying that they just weren't going to vote. That is key for her here. On the flip side, Trump needed to turn out
Minnesota. Hillary's winning.
they didn't particularly care for him. People who may not have come out in 2008. He needed
Nebraska. Trump is winning.
suggested those voters came out as well.
New Mexico. Hillary's winning.
Electoral votes that are up for grabs in this state.
All right. right, from North
New York,
Carolina
Hillary's
to
winning.
Pennsylvania, which is also in the toss-up category. Jerika Duncan
Trump is
in
winning
Philadelphia.
in North
Jerika?
Dakota.
There was a lot of concern here about potential voter fraud, which is something that
South
Donald Trump made
Dakota
an issue.
is Donald
So
Trump.
you had the district attorney putting extra resources into that voter fraud
Texas,
task force.
Donald Trump
But at
is
the end of
winning.
the day, there were no reports of any intimidation or voter fraud. As for voter turnout, I can tell you the nonpartisan watchdog group committee of 70 was saying that turnout seemed to be
Wyoming,
higher than the last
Donald
presidential
Trump.
election. But nothing official yet. A lot of folks that we spoke to,
Montana,
primarily
Trump
in
was.
African American communities,
Well,
felt good.
Utah.
They said that just based on the
Utah
lines that they had seen, the amount
is
of people that
Hillary
were out early this
and
morning,
Trump
that
are
they felt
zero.
Hillary
They're
Clinton
both zero
definitely
in
had this state
Utah.
on lock, and we know that the last time a Republican actually took this state was in 1980.
By the way, someone
So you're
texted
talking
you.
about a state that is primarily Democratic, but of course it is
I'm
up in the
recording
air.
this.
It's not over yet. So it remains to be seen just how all of those factors play into what actually happens tonight. We also want to note that the absentee ballots, that was actually down about 20%. So there will be a lot of questions asked, a lot of analyzing. But at the end of the day, it's not
I'll
over just
delete
yet.
it once it's done.
Jerika, thank you very
Delete
much. We are
it.
making
I
an
will
adjustment
when I'm
in
done.
our estimate in
Record
Florida.
it.
We are moving forward now to lean
It'll only
edge. I beg your
record
pardon.
this
Lean,
part.
Just an edge, but an edge to Donald Trump, the Republican. John, why are we making that change, and what does it mean?
Well, it means that Hillary Clinton may have turned out her vote, and a lot of Latinos are turning out.
How
but
long
Donald
is
Trump
this gonna
turning out
be?
his vote too. Again, in those rural areas, when you look at the map,
Like
all of that red,
ours.
he's doing it a little bit
Stop
in each
it
place.
right
Fine, I will.
He's doing it in big places around the cities.
Okay,
one thing I
I'm
think we
very
can
sorry.
conclude,
But this is
basically
the only
here is at the
thing I'm
beginning
gonna
of the
show
night,
you
there
of
was a
the
big
election.
question. Did Donald Trump's vision of the electorate
You will
which
find
was in
out.
contrast to many Republicans, which is that he could
Look out for some.
do well by
take it
appealing
against for
to the
that.
electorate on his
And-
terms. That's been ratified. He did well by appealing on his terms. He may or may not be president. But in terms of that theory of the case, he has done well enough tonight to prove that he was right about that.
I want to talk more about Florida, but very quickly, in the state
And
of New
please
Mexico,
give this a
CBS
thumbs up.
News projects that Hillary Clinton
And
has won in that state. New Mexico
look who's going to.
now goes for Hillary Clinton, and it's 5 electoral votes.
The winner is
When we
Hillary
come back,
Clinton
more
in New
on the state
Mexico.
of Florida, why it is edge Republican, what it now means for Donald Trump and for Hillary Clinton as they try to put together an electoral vote pathway to victory. We'll explain. We'll be right back.
Okay, that's all
Before it
reacting.
became a medicine.
Bye. Please subscribe, give this a thumbs up, and comment down below who you think should be president. Bye.
Protein structures and worked for 12